On today's review, we will be reviewing the McFarlane Toys Spartan EVA Halo Reach Target exclusive figure. And this is from the old McFarlane toy line. I'm going to be doing a review on it real fast. These are the most, in my opinion, amazing McFarlane Toys Spartans that they ever did. That and the original Halo 3 Master Chief. This is the Target exclusive. They did a lot of exclusives back in the day between GameStop, Target, and I think even like Walgreens. But real fast, you get the Spartan, a standard UNSC sniper, and then a frag grenade. And a lot of times these packs, because this one is open, came with the grenade, the gun, and then the figure itself, which is really cool. So let's go over the articulation real fast. The head is on a ball joint, but it's like a really tiny ball joint. So it gets tons of range of movement. It can only go up about that far and down that far, but you get lots of head movement. There is that much arm movement. I think that's even with the shoulder pads off. The cool part about these is the armor does come off. I think that was my favorite part of this line. So you can swap them out. And then there's, of course, a kind of like bicep swivel right up there. And then the arms could go about that far, which isn't great, but it was enough to hold the gun. And then there's a elbow swivel. And then, of course, there's the hand rockers that we see nowadays with McFarlane Toys. So you can get a lot of range of a movement with them. And then the hand is just a C-grip hand. When it comes to waist movement, it can go a lot of directions. It is very tight. These were in storage. Legs can go about that far out. It was a very unique type of articulation they had. I don't even know what you would call this type of articulation. Legs can go that far back, that far forward, and about that far back, which was incredible due to this really unique articulation. There was hip swivel, knee swivel, and then knee bend. And this is, of course, pre-double jointed. And then there's boot movement that goes that far up back that way, and it went that far forward that way. Nice ratchety knees. And then, of course, there is movement here, toe articulation. These were really articulated. This was 2010, I believe, McFarlane era. But yeah, really awesome articulation, really nice paint details. We don't get like this kind of paint detail with the modern Halo toys. They do really good, the Jazzware stuff, but not as good as this. Being McFarlane, that's just really cool. Oh yeah, and the chest does come off, like the shoulders and the head. But like every little bit has weathering, little light LED details, different like paint hits. It's just incredible. And at the time, these were really affordable. So it was a really good, deal. I'm going to strike this guy in a cool pose and give my final thoughts on it. Oh, real fast, I completely forgot to go over the sniper's details before we get him in a cool pose. Like, even the accessories had lots of, I think there's only like 2 different paints on this. Maybe 3. The only downside is the kickstand doesn't go down. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But yeah, really cool figure, sniper. And then the frag, of course, is really cool. But now I'm going to strike him in a cool pose. And here we have him with the sniper in hand. And the grenade, of course, is on the back right here. These are really cool little posts, so you can put the grenades on it. And then there's holes in the back and on the thighs to put guns. But yeah, just a really incredible figure that has aged pretty well when it comes to articulation and accessories and paint app. I'm just a big fan of these McFarlane toys. It reminds me of, the 2010 Halo Reach game and all the cool, games that were out during that time and all the fun with friends. But yeah, I give it 5 frags out of 5. I think it's a really good figure, really good paint apps. For being a figure that's almost, I think, 15 years old now. it is definitely standing the test of time. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like always, hit that like, subscribe if you're not already. If you are, thank you so much. Share it with anyone who's a Halo fan or an action figure fan that you know. Hit that notification bell for the next one, and leave a comment down below what you thought of this figure and if you have any of the McFarlane Halo Reach era stuff. And thank you so much for stopping by. And that about wraps it up. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If you're feeling generous, share it. And thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye.